My name is Shifa Vaheeda Sadiqe, and as my name and my costume suggests that I'm a Muslim. So you will think that why I said like this. So in order to find religion, we have to talk about religion. So today my topic is finding your religion in the edge of chaos. Before getting into the topic, I would like to share my journey. Belonging to a very conservative Muslim family, I never had an opportunity to experiment with my religion for a long time. I was told that I am a Muslim and introduced into the ways of the religion. When will a child or a particular person will feel that they belong to a religion? The answer is simple. People belong to one religion only when they know that they are part of the people who worship that God, go to temple, mosque, or church, and take part in the rituals of that religion. It was not said by me, it was said by Kanja Ilayya in his book, Why I Am Not a Hindu. So, I was told that I am a Muslim, and I was always acquainted with its ways. And for the first time I was introduced to the religion, I was just 5 years old. And the first question came to my mind when I introduced to my religion is whether to make Hindus or Christians as my enemies. My religion told me indirectly that people belong to other religion will go to hell. So why should I make friendship with someone who is going to hell? I always felt pity for my friends who is giving me chocolates. I always feel that, what is this? You are going to hell. This was me for a very long time. But it changed a lot. So I will tell you how did my journey took a very different direction. It was 2004 and I was 9 years old. One of the head in my religious institution asked me to come and recite Quran, the verses of Quran. I was happy for the opportunity to recite Quran standing beside him. So he was sitting on the chair, on the teacher's chair, and there was a long table in front of him. So my classmates could not see my lower body, but they could see my upper body and hear my voice. I was wearing a parda. Hope you know that. So after reciting one or two verses, I could feel the hands of my own teacher in between my thighs. He was touching my private parts. It was 2004, and the awareness about good touch and bad touch was not in popular. So I didn't resist. I thought it was a kind of showing love and affection. And it took 2 years for me to realize what has happened with me. I revealed it to my family, I reported it to them, and I cried a lot. But they tried to pacify me by saying that it will be your illusion or try to keep quiet. That's good for you. Then I realized the relation between the adults and the religious institutions is all about fear, not about love. It was the moment I started my journey to find my religion. It was the moment I said no and questioned things that made me feel uncomfortable. The journey started. So you will think that I'm here to criticize some religion or I'm here to tell you how to be an atheist. Nothing like that. I'm just here to tell that when we eat something, we will make sure that it is fresh, healthy, and clean. So we have to check whether the belief system in our mind or the belief system that we are feeding into our mind is fresh and clean. It is all about like that. So before getting into how we can do that, I would like to share a video. Audio.
One day, something fell from the sky. He had never seen anything like this in his life. It looked like water, but it was harder than anything else in the world. He wondered why the gods had sent this thing down to the earth. It was the strangest and most beautiful thing they had ever seen, and they wondered why the gods had sent it to them. Albo got his finger stuck in the thing, and the children thought he was very funny. At first, he tried the thing out to cure thorns. It had the right shape and just the right weight. It was also beautifully smooth and ideal for curing snakeskin. And Carbo discovered he could make music on it. And every day they discovered a new use for the thing. It was harder and heavier and smoother than anything they'd ever known. It was the most useful thing the gods had ever given them, a real labor-saving device. But the gods had been careless. They had sent only one. And now, for the first time in their lives, here was a thing which could not be shared because there was only one of it. Suddenly, everybody needed it most of the time. A thing they had never needed before became a necessity. And unfamiliar emotions began to stir. A feeling of wanting to own, of not wanting to share. And other new things came. Anger, jealousy, hate, and violence. He was angry with the gods. He shouted, "Take back your thing, we don't want it. Look at the trouble it brought." But the gods did not take it back. He shouted, "You must be crazy to send us this thing, take it back." Then he shouted, "Look out, look out." But he spoke too late, and the thing felled his daughter, dying. He carried the thing away from the shelter and buried it. That evening, there was no laughter and no chatter around the family fire. A strange feeling of shame had come over the family, and they were very quiet. He said, "I have buried the thing. It will not make us unhappy again."
I hope you know the movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy. So, in the first part of this clip, they are using the bottle for a very different purpose. They don't know the real use of a bottle, but it's completely okay with that. When we don't know the notion about a particular thing, we will create our own notion, our own narration around it. There lies the solution to find your religion. And chaos will help you. Because during the time of chaos, you can test your belief system. So I will tell you how to do that. First, grab a piece of paper and pen. You can do it here or at home, whenever you feel comfortable. And first, list out all the past chaos in your life. and also find out who is responsible for the chaos and who helps you in finding the solution. Your paper will be filled with a large number of human names. It won't be something supernatural. It's all humans. Some humans are creating problems in your life, and some humans are trying to bring out solutions for you. It is that simple. So, I would like to ask you a question. Do you think that whether a God will punish a thief by knowing that his circumstances made him a thief? When we dig this thought deeper, we came to know that some kind of situations like rich becomes richer and poor becomes poorer can make a thief in the society. Again, the selfishness and the greed of the human beings are responsible, not God. So, first step is this. And the second step, write down the situation where you feel uncomfortable in your own religion. Suppose you will be a gay or lesbian, and the narration of LGBTQ community in your holy text might be irritating you. Write it down. Or you will be a person who is trying to keep to oneself, and your religion is forcing you to confess your sin to an unknown priest. And you don't like that. Write it down. And the third step is describe your values in the same paper. For example, suppose you are a person who is not interested in alcohol consumption, and your religion is allowing you to take alcohol, but you don't like that. Write your value as against alcohol. I know the majority of the audience will not do like that, but still write it. Or if you are a feminist and your religion is trying to objectify women, don't align with that religion. Write your value. So these are the things that you can do to find your religion. Now, the paper in your hand is your holy book or holy text, what you can call. Who said that holy books must be 500 pages long? Using that paper as a North Star or holy book, you can find and read about more religion in the world and find out which one serves your purpose. It is important. So you would ask me a question, why we would do that? It is really important. Because by doing so, we are creating a generation that are standing for their choices, not forcing someone into their religion or not forcing someone into a religion that they don't like, not even for religion or anything. A generation who is curious and interested in searching. A generation who will not judge a person for wearing a cross around the neck. A generation who will never treat people badly for wearing a hijab or for not wearing a hijab. This is all about finding your religion. Thank you.